Oh yes, I've seen the trailers, we've talked about it. You can say your own, not experience, but opinion if you want to. I love the trailer. During the dog walk this morning, I was talking to a friend. She told me that she must be the only person who didn't like the new Star Wars trailer. And I told her, yes, my dear, you are the only person who didn't like it. The reason? There was no action, the trailer was not exciting. It's not exciting for a non-fan. If you know the Star Wars and at least a little bit of the lore, you would be excited to see the new desert planet, which is not Tatooine, but we know that already. It's a brand new planet. At least it's to me, I haven't heard anything about it before. The Star Destroyer on the background, the X-Wing in the foreground, the melted helmet of Darth Vader, holy crap. And Chewie, we're home. Yeah, the second trailer was so much better than the first one. But I don't think anybody ever really liked the trailer for anything except for the last part. The way it ended just made you wish, come on, December, why are you not here? I've watched the celebration video, the first part of the first day, and a bunch of guys from kind of blogs and websites went through about half an hour of discussion frame by frame. What happened on the trailer? Which things did we get to see? Why the new villain looks like Revan? Why it shouldn't be Revan? I'm having hard time decided if I like the new trooper helmet, the new stormtrooper helmet, more than the classic original ones. What would you think? I do love the pilot suit though. The guy with the one tube sticking out of his beard. And the other one being actually somewhere else, not attached. Really cool trailer, damn it. Especially when they stop it frame by frame and they show you the small details that you may miss watching it for the first 15 times. No, but I was told about that eventually, how he's watching the trailer and crying. If you like, you can post me a link to it. I would love to see it, but I was lazy to look for it myself. You guys notice the line, the opening line, Luke explaining to maybe his son. I don't know who that is actually, but I'm expecting he's talking that to maybe his nephew, you know, Leia's son. Because if Luke has a son, that means they've acknowledged the legacy being canon, where he marries Mara Jade or someone else. If it's not Mara Jade, then maybe someone else will be the love of his life. But never mind. The important thing is, my father has it. What the hell do you mean? My father has it. Vader is dead. We saw him dying. Although we know that the Emperor is not dead, even though he fell down that shaft. So could it be possible that Vader somehow survives? I don't think I want to see Vader again in 2015 and going on. Vader is the best villain of the 20th century, but he should stay there. I'm afraid that Disney may actually ruin the legend and the legacy of Darth Vader if they decide to revive him somehow. And it's really disturbing from this point of view to hear that my father has it. I have it. My sister has it. You have the power too. I'm really starting to like that new black guy who is apparently one of the main characters. I'm really trying to stay away from all kinds of spoilers. But since Celebration, I've learned a lot more than what I knew before. I've stopped listening to the official The Force Net podcast, which I usually listen to every week. At least when I'm at work bored or when I'm coming back from work during the drive or during the walk home. It's about an hour and a half, depending on the content through the week. It's not too hard to listen through. And it's a very good podcast. They share all kinds of news that I usually don't have time to listen to or discover myself. I believe you're right, or at least you were right, because now that's legacy. You know, they called it legacy and legends. It's more like legends. It's not canon anymore, it's legends. Yeah. That's not a quote. That's what the guys dissecting the trailer was discussing. And apparently it's not a quote from the original trilogy. It was pronounced new. I'm not really sure.
Tell us where the fuel...
But if they claim that it's Mark Hamill with a new voice, voicing it again, then maybe it's a part of the movie. It will be huge news if they revive Vader. but I really hope they won't. I like the idea of having completely new, fresh, brand new villain. And what was his name? Kylo Rush? I forgot it. But he looks like the ultimate new villain. And I hope that he will be much stronger than Grievous, for example. Or Count Dooku. Both of them great potential, both of them ruined in the new trilogy. Didn't really explain more about them, they didn't really reveal their past, their characters, their details. There could have been so much more done with those two, especially with Grievous. I loved Grievous in the original Clone Wars, the first animated series, you know, the shortest ones from Cartoon Network. Grievous there was fantastic. And they've explained to us why is he coughing all the time. But back on the trailer, are we missing something? Of course, everybody was drooling on the scenes where the Millennium Falcon was just flying like crazy. Definitely don't like the font here. I think that's not Star Wars and they should change it. I don't like the font of the Force Awakens in the The guys were talking about, you know, those blog owners, blog writers, website developers. I don't know what exactly they were. I can't remember and I don't know their names personally. They were talking how Han Solo eventually doesn't have a home of his own, but actually whenever the battle is, that's what his home is. Because, you know, they were both holding weapons, and apparently the interior design behind them was a part of the Millennium Falcon. I tend to agree, even though I haven't seen the original trilogy soon, and I don't exactly remember the interior of the Millennium Falcon, but apparently it's exactly that one, and it's... well, it's lost its shining through the years. That's actually 30 or 35 years, I can't remember. It's been a long time and the Falcon is still alive, still working. I don't know any details about the mask of that new villain. Where did you hear or learn that? Or is it just your prediction? Especially the guy with the cape. This will probably be some kind of an important person. We saw him towards the ending of the trailer. And the cape really makes him look awesome. The new design of the helmets though is a little bit weird. It makes them look like as if they're constantly smiling, and I haven't actually paid attention to that detail, but once they pointed it out after the trailer, during the talk on the floor there in the video from day one, celebration video, they pointed that out, and ever since that I can't stop laughing at the fact that the Stormtrooper helmet is really smiling. It's stupid. Even more stupid that I'm actually affected with what they told me, and I shouldn't be. I usually have my own opinion, but actually right now I'm... Oh, I wanted to comment, you remind me, Furion. I wanted to comment and ask you guys, what do you think about the scene where a mechanical hand is being placed on top of R2-D2? First, this should be R2-D2, but is it? Could it be a new droid looking like him? I expect it will be R2, but anyway. Second, this hand is a lot different than what we remember from Episode 5. It's obviously 30 years into progression and development of technology and medical knowledge. So I guess look has been upgraded, I don't know. Also, the hand looked a lot smaller than what it should be for a Luke Skywalker's hand. He is not a muscular guy, or whatever the proper word is. But he's not also that small and thin-handed. It should be Luke, yeah, I don't see a reason why should that be anybody else, but it didn't look like his hand. Plus he's old. The hand didn't look old at all, in my opinion. Any progress in 3000, do you mean, between the Old Republic and the trilogies? Yeah, good point. We've actually kind of seen regress, if that's even possible. Because some of the technology here, especially the technology from the Rakata, is actually lost, and the entire universe is actually going backwards since then. Because one way or another, the Rakata have been a lot more advanced society than what everything else is in modern Star Wars days. And I've learned most of this from playing the game, experiencing the stories, and of course after that researching the the content about Rakata for my lore videos. See, that's another point against this being Luke. Of course, there is nobody else who this could be. First, it's R2, it's his droid. Second, it's the right hand being chopped off. Second is like that. It's the right hand being chopped off, exactly like Luke. Third, it's Jedi cloaked, a little smaller, but I don't know. Fourth, we see Han face front. We kind of see Leia, maybe. And we have to see Luke. I don't remember anywhere else in this less than 2-minute trailer that we see Luke. We hear his voice, but we didn't see him anywhere doing anything, even standing still. Thank you, Furion. Yes, everybody should look at my lore videos, not just the Rakata ones.
Thank you for watching this video. Remember, you can find me also on Twitch, Twitter and Facebook. For my non-Star Wars activities, I invite you to subscribe to my second YouTube channel.